Here we go. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the overview of the Carle Place 2021 budget. I'm Christine Finn, our superintendent, and today I have with me Kevin Coffey, my assistant superintendent for business. Say hi, Kevin.
Hello.
And my Board of Education President, John DeFrisco.
Hello, everybody.
And my Board of Education Vice President, Anthony Bolzomi.
Hello, everybody.
All righty, so what we're going to do is I'm going to share my screen and Mr. Coffey and I are going to just do a brief overview of our budget. So just bear with me for 2 seconds. Okay, and I am screen sharing. I'm going to minimize myself so you don't see me. And we're going to start the show from the beginning. Okay. Carle Place's budget hearing was held on May 26, 2020. And at that meeting, we discussed our strategic plan. And this year, our strategic plan is new. It is building upon our Board of Education goals and focuses on 5 areas: program, positive culture and identity, professional practice, process, and planning. Program is all things related to academics. Positive culture and identity is all things related to communication and outreach. Professional practice is all things related to our staff members and teachers. And process and planning are really what we're talking about tonight, which is how we pay for and plan for the things that benefit our community. Our budget, our proposed budget, is a budget that maintains all staff and programming. Our proposed 2020-21 budget is $51,086,433. That's a budget-to-budget increase of $861,751. Budget-to-budget increase of 1.72. Our estimated tax levy is $43,948,766. The estimated tax levy increase is $751,077, and the increase is 1.74%, which is at the cap. Whoops, sorry about that. Mr. Coffey, would you take it away?
Yes. So on the ballot this year, which many of you have probably already received, there is a proposition regarding establishing additional capital reserve. This would be our 4th capital reserve in the amount of up to $10 million. The third is another proposition, and proposition number 3 is a transfer from a repair reserve. By law, any transfer from repair reserve to a capital reserve is requires voter approval. So that's why it's on this agenda. This is being used basically due to the emergency repair that happened this year at our school district.
And we also have an election of 2 board members. The term of Mr. DeFrisco and Mr. Bolzomi ends on June 30th, and residents will be asked to vote for the election of 2 members to the Board of Education for a 3-year term commencing on July 1st. All absentee ballots are due to the district by June 9th. Okay, budget vote will be held by absentee ballot only. They were mailed on May 26th and they are due before June 9th, please, by 5 p.m. So please get out there and send it to you. If you have any questions about voter information, you can find it on our website. Okay, we will stop sharing now and I'll go back to our speaker view. Hi, everybody. So we are available to answer your questions. You can email me or call me or Mr. Coffey or any member of our administrative team. But right now I'm going to mute myself, and Kevin, you're going to mute yourself too, so that Mr. DeFrisco can say a few words about the budget.
Thank you very much, Dr. Finn. I first of all want to welcome everybody to this viewing of the Carle Place budget. I want to first of all thank the administration, Dr. Finn, Mr. Coffey, the other central administrative staff, as well as the principals in putting together this budget. I also want to thank my board colleagues, Vice President Bolzomi and the other gentlemen on the board, Trustee Lacurdo, Trustee Zino, and Trustee McLaughlin, as far as the work that was done to put together this budget. We cannot advocate for this budget. We just can present this budget to you, but we believe this budget is a very good budget because it maintains programs. It in fact enhances programs. We are adding a speech therapist to this program. as well as keeping all of the programs in place that we have already in place. That includes many special education programs that we have for life skills, as well as other programs in the other buildings of our district. And a number of those programs help keep our kids in the district and provide the special education services within the district, as well as bring in revenue for us for kids that come from outside the district. So that's very important. Another thing that's very important about this budget is as Dr. Finn mentioned, is the tax increase, or the budget increase. Every single budget that we've had in the past 8 years under the tax cap era has been under the tax cap. The average tax levy over these past 8 years is 1.29% versus an average maximum allowable of 1.76%. We've been able to save $8 million in spending over those years because of the fact that we've had less spending than the budget cap would allow for. Mr. Coffey also pointed out the capital reserves. We've used capital reserves to pay for projects so that we don't, without any effect on the taxpayer. We've been able to save $6 million in interest costs with the $26 million worth of projects we've done over the past several years through capital reserves. That's with the 3 capital reserves that we already have in place. We're looking for a 4th one to keep up this work that we're doing in the district. As you'll see, this summer we're starting the first phase of the renovation of the exterior of Cherry Lane, and we're continuing the abatement work in Rushmore, rebuilding that building from the inside out. So please, as Dr. Finn urged, ask questions if you have. Please vote also. I know it's a different type of voting this year, so please get in your ballots and everything, because the sign of a great democracy is our ability to vote. So especially the younger people, those with their first elections, if they're just turned 18 or 20 or whatever they may be and stuff. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll give the floor over to Vice President Bolzomi. Thank you.
Thank you, President DeFrisco, and thank you to the all here that are going to chime in and look at this budget presentation. I thank you for taking the time out of your day to get involved. And as Dr. Finn and President DeFrisco had mentioned, please don't hesitate to ask questions. One of the things we're here for is to listen to the community and take your concerns back to the administration. And if there's anything in the budget you're not particularly fond of or feel that should be changed, we're all ears and we're here to listen, and we'll try to do the best we can to again be equitable to everybody that involved, and and the effect it'll have across the board. So we do weigh every decision that we make. With that being said, I'm not going to repeat what President DeFrisco had mentioned. We can't advocate for the budget. It is a good budget. The administration, the chair people, the staff, everybody worked very hard on this. And as mentioned, we are at the maximum allowable cap. We have not pierced that cap, and we haven't in the 8 years that I've been on the board. I say it's gotten easier in some respects over the years that I've been doing it. I guess possibly because I'm learning more about it, so I understand it more. But that's also due to the fact that our administration has done wonderful work presently and in the past to keep budget increases to a minimum for our community. Look, we're taxpayers here too, so we look at this through your eyes, not just through the eyes of the school, but again, being equitable to everybody to make sure we don't cut any programs. And as President DeFrisco mentioned, matter of fact, increase in programs and speech teacher. So we're always looking to better the district for the children of this district and our community members and taxpayers to be mindful of the tax dollars. We have a lot of projects coming up, a lot going on in the school. I realize the way things are now are not the normal. Hopefully things will get back to a normal. We could get the kids back in school and teach them properly the way they should be. In the meantime, we're working to better ourselves with this distance. I call it distance learning or internet learning. We're always looking to improve. Certainly, we were all thrown for a loop when this pandemic occurred, and my hope is that we can get back to normal, and we'll be better prepared for sure next time. And hopefully there is no next time, but certainly we're going to look to improve upon that, and we'll have the kids back in school in September, and That's all I can say. I mean, as I said, to echo President DeFrisco and Dr. Finn, June 9th is the vote. We need the ballots in prior to that by 5 p.m. on June 9th. So otherwise it won't get counted. So don't postmark it by that day. Get it postmarked sooner if you can, and get it in the mail. If you have it now, everybody should have received it. If not, I believe you need to, and correct me, Dr. Finn, if I'm wrong, reach out to Board of Elections to see if they can send you a ballot. That's all I have to say. Thank you again, everybody, and we appreciate the support here in the district.
Well, that concludes our budget overview. As Mr. Bolzomi mentioned, we are always looking to improve, and our strategic plan was designed with that in mind. And every single line item on that budget relates to something in our strategic plan. One of those items is a one-to-one initiative in the strategic plan that we now will be embarking upon. Whether or not we return into the classroom in September is a mystery to us until we hear from the governor. However, the silver lining in this is that we now have cutting-edge equipment for our students and our staff, and we are so excited about that. So we just want to thank the Board of Education for that. Any questions, whatever, you know you can reach us. My number is 516-622-6442. I am there at your service, and I know Mr. Coffey is willing to take any questions as well. If you have a question about your taxes or about the budget, we are here to answer them. And that's all that we have for tonight. And if you have any questions, don't forget to reach out to us. Have a great night, everybody. Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Everybody. Okay, I'm going to end. Okay.